Coach, why haven't you started the 5 seniors like this all season long?
I said to my staff, I said, it's either going to be awesome or it's going to be horrendous. And I said, when it's good and we start good, everybody's going to say, why didn't you start them? So I think it's par for the course, but I think that they did a really good job. Bree's not a 3, but she did a good job at the 3. And I think what really made it hard for them is those post-ups initially. But it's funny because I let them stay in a little longer. I know they were kind of tired, and I was like 6 minutes. I was like, we're playing well, they're staying in. Suck it up. But no, it was a good start. Seniors, a lot of emotion tonight. Good start, but then it got really bad quick. But then what I'm proud about is that we were able to weather the storm and able to find a way. And remember I talked about on Friday that we didn't do a great job with getting the 50-50 balls. I thought tonight there was significant effort on getting that, and I thought we did a good job of that.
Can you explain Lucia's performance the last month or two? It looks like she's kind of just either her play's kind of gone down a little bit. I didn't know if she was injured. She just doesn't look like the same player.
No, she's a freshman. So she's a freshman that, we've asked a lot of Lucia. So she's a freshman coming from another country, coming from Spain, who'd never been to the States and who's all of a sudden introduced to a really different style of basketball. And asked to start, run a team. There's a language barrier, so I do give her a lot of credit. She's been put in really tough situations. I think now teams really pressure her. They're trapping her, and so it's hard. And it's hard when you come in and someone makes a play. Your guard, you're defended by really good athletes that are quick. Minion Moore and Jaco, they're really good athletes. But she's a freshman. She'll continue to improve. She's got a great shot. She's the smartest basketball player on the team, the highest basketball IQ. So she knows the game. She'll just continue to get stronger, quicker, and she'll evolve. But she is a freshman, and I think she's adapted really well this year. Being asked to be a starting point guard in the toughest league in the country, it's a lot. And also, for a while, I was asking her to score more points. I was saying, look for your shot, but that's not her game, so that's harder. And I think that, as a freshman, she's got to learn. I think next year she'll be even better just because she's gone through 1 year of experience.
I think that matchup today, height-wise, favored you. They played small.
Yeah.
And you guys just took it to the paint. I was looking at
the points in the paint.
Yeah, the points in the paint. You guys definitely had an advantage at that point. Was that your plan, or was that because normally I don't think that they really?
Well,
if we were a few extra players.
Yeah, if we were starting a big lineup, we had to post up Bree, and we thought that was an advantage. That's why we did it from the first play. But I thought that other people, even like Lauren Evans, she was posting up. When times it was a post look, and then it was supposed to be like a screen, and then she stayed and post up. So I think just their toughness and their sense of urgency, that was a difference tonight. That's the way I want us to play all the time. They were tough, they were physical, and I thought that if I could have played that lineup even more, I would have. But it got hard because we could only run like 2 or 3 plays. But I thought that Bree did a really good job. We can't have 22 turnovers and win the Pac12 tournament. That's an adjustment we have to make, but I thought we're not settling. We're 3 for 9 from the 3-point line. I can live with that, and Melina took 5 of them. I'm fine with that. At least we're not settling. In the past, we would settle for 17, 18. I mean, we forced USC to 24 3-point shots, and they're very similar to us. So, I think that credit to them, they play really hard, and they have fight in them. And I know Cynthia Cooper, I knew her as a player, and we played against each other. And I knew that her team was never going to die because she would not allow that. And I think they fought, and there was a chance that we could have lost the game. And I felt that we were able to make some plays down the stretch, especially LB in the fourth quarter.
Coach, should Arizona fans be concerned that the seniors scored every point except for 5?
Probably. I'm concerned about that a little bit.
Julia's and 1 with 2 minutes left was the first 9.
Yeah. So but hey, they were playing the most minutes, and they were playing with heart, and they want to win. I mean, this is the most Pac-12 games they've won in their career. So I think that this was really important to them, and I really love that. Julia is going to continue to grow. Having 1 more year with Julia and just an off season, she's going to be a lot better next year. And she's a tremendous athlete. So once she hones in some of her skills, she's going to be deadly. I think the reason why I'm very optimistic is because we have a really good class. I'm 33rd in class in the country, but they're freshmen. But that's okay because they're going to be sophomores after and juniors, and it's going to take time. But I think that one of the things is how we'll be different is we'll be able to shoot a lot better. But then are we going to be as athletic? No, we're not going to have people that are going to get 7 blocks. but I think that we'll be able to run a lot more offense, and we won't be a team that everybody can zone. So and I like to be able to shoot the ball, and then we're going to be a lot bigger. So there's a lot of positive things, even though yes they scored a lot of points, we are losing a tremendous amount with Bree, LB, Deja, Lauren, Melina, but we're also adding some really good young talent that I think that Arizona, Tucson, everybody will be excited about.
When USC got the steal with 15 seconds left, what were your thoughts?
My thoughts were, how the heck do we not go to the ball? And that we had just talked about they run through passes and we have to go to the ball. That was scary. I think that's a situation where you have to do that. And another hard situation with that big lineup, we hadn't prepared a lot because I planned on honestly using that big lineup for a couple minutes in the beginning, then go into the sub. So I couldn't teach Bree 5 different things. I had to teach her a couple offenses and then baseline out of bounds. So we didn't work on zone baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds. So it was they still were able to adapt and run what I asked, and that's hard. I played that lineup a lot more than I expected to.
Is that why Deja didn't play much in the second half? I mean, she scored like 10 points in a row for you guys in the third quarter. And then she sat the bench all the way until like the 1 minute mark.
Well, she got in some fouls. She was in a little bit of foul trouble, and we couldn't run. So it was Deja or Bree, and Bree's she's a little bit more consistent in the back of the box with just talking. So I had to choose because I couldn't keep Bree the whole time in the top of the box. That's just not what she had never played that position down the stretch. I couldn't do that. So I mean, I wish I could have played them both together if they would have known more offense, but they didn't know like a zone offense against a 3-2. So it was hard at that point.
So any point right now, obviously hindsight's 20/20,
Yeah.
but do you wish maybe at the beginning of the season you would have thought about this lineup at some point?
No, because I think against other teams and traditionally, I think it would have been hard to keep Bree at the 3, because then she's having to, guard Burks, and I mean I think it could have worked sometimes, but I don't think it's something. And honestly, looking back, maybe I would have ran more just 4 out 1 in stuff with her, and just maybe I would experiment a little more. But when I went to Destiny at the 3, I was trying to do that, and I was thinking of the future. So Destiny's a sophomore; she could play the 3-4. So my choice to bring Destiny there was more beneficial for the program than to try to teach Bree to her senior year the 3. So that's why I think I consciously made that decision. And then also the future of Jalea, I then put Jalea at the 3 and the 4, because then in some 4 out next year, Jalea can run the 3 and the 4. So I think that's what I was looking for. Could I have maybe done that? But I think if I would have done it earlier, it probably wouldn't happen like this. How that's the way it goes. So I just think long term, and Destiny can be a 3, and Bree is so valuable inside. So that's another thing. And Deja started playing really well, I think, towards like the end of the season.
Long term, do you want to increase the tempo more than maybe this season?
Long term, we will not be pressing for 40 minutes. That's just not the type of team I'm going to have. I do like to run. I do like to play fast, but I like to play smart. I like to be able to read. I like to be able to shoot. I'm not going to have a team where you can just play 40 minutes of zone against. Like that's been really hard. It's hard when you can't shoot the ball consistently. So I do want to play fast and smart. I like 4s that can face up and shoot the trail 3 and go inside out. I like big wings, but being able to get exactly what I like is hard right now. And so I'm getting the pieces that I know that we can develop into to be the perfect piece for the program we're trying to build. But there is a plan. So I think that what has been a challenge this year is that we had very similar players, and so with similar strengths, and so that was hard against certain teams. Everybody just kind of collapsed and put 3 or 4 bodies on our post, so that's been pretty hard. But I think that I want to make you pay if you try to double. We're going to hit shots and different things. So having different players that have different strengths is something for sure that's part of our plan.
Out of the 3 seniors that want to pursue professional basketball, who has the most potential?
I think that the first, they all have potential because they're all good players and they all have gifts in different ways. I think what will make LB valuable is her athleticism. And overseas, she can play a 4 inside now because she's so athletic. She's going to be more athletic than players overseas. And then she can shoot. She'll have to continue to develop her 3-point shot, but she's going to have a really good chance. She can rebound, run the floor. She'll have a chance. Deja also going to have a chance because she's a post player. Post players always can find jobs for sure. And Deja can score. Deja can shoot the 3, go inside out. When you can score, you can find a job in Europe. And then Melina's a guard, and good guards that can score can find jobs. So it's just a matter of where they want to play, but I'll definitely be an advocate for them and help them because, I mean, between Sal Vacopa and myself, and we have a lot of connections.
So what did you tell the team coming off of Friday night's loss, lackluster performance? I know it's senior day, but what were your words, or did somebody in the locker room also say something? Like, did LB step up and say, come on guys, we got to do it tonight?
Well, they all did. I think I challenged them and I talked about, I didn't feel like we played with heart last game, so that was the talk on Friday, and I asked them if they feel like we played with heart, and some did, some didn't. I didn't agree. I didn't think we did. And so, and then also, the people that I did agree with that played hard, it doesn't matter if one plays hard and four don't. But tonight there was a difference. Tonight there was 3 or 4 people on the floor. I think there was a significant difference. And a lot of times you don't see it till afterwards and you look back, and I thought it was a different energy. So I challenged them to play hard, play together, play to win and play with heart. And I drew a red heart on the board because that's important for me, to play with heart. It's not going to be perfect. We are not going to not turn the ball over. We are going to make mistakes. That's the style we're playing. But then you go and make a great play. Like Jalea had a turnover, I remember. Then she ran back and had a deflection. Those are erasers, and those are things that are valuable. And then I also challenge us to stay together. Because staying together and having each other's back and not being just selfish and into yourself is very important to me. It's important, and I correct it all the time, and I'm fine with doing that. And people had to correct me when I was a player if I walked off, like, and that's okay. That's part of growing as young women. But I think that we did a better job of that. The people that I had to say, hey, you need to check yourself right now, hold your head up, make a mistake, be ready to go back in. They did it, and I think last game we didn't have that. And what I'm happy about is that we used to do that a lot, and we really changed. So these women have really made a conscious effort to grow. And that's on and off the court, and that's important. It's not all about basketball. It's important for their life and their future, or if they want to play pro basketball overseas. You have to be able to handle adversity, and it's how you handle it. And everybody's great when things are good. It's when your shots fall and you're playing great defense, you're getting steals, it's great, but it's how are you when you're not able to hit the shots? How are you going to do other things? Are you going to make plays, and are you going to be a great teammate when you're out not playing? Or are you going to be mad on the bench because you're not playing? So those things are important, and for me, it's for the culture of this program. So it's all the little things that we're teaching to Bria, Jalea, the freshmen, that are really important. So I wasn't going to waver from that, and tonight, if they didn't do that, they weren't going to play.
Quick thought on Kelsey Plum.
Incredible. Kelsey Plum was amazing. Plum believable, someone texted me. I thought that was really cute. But she's just a class act, great kid. The kind of athlete that you wish you would have on every single team. It's not all about her scoring. That would be great. I mean, of course, anybody would take that. But it's about her work ethic and how she changes things outside. So she's in the gym every day. She brings people along with her. It is cool to be in the office watching film. It is cool to study your game. It is cool to get better every day. And it is cool to take care of your body and not go out and party and do those things. Yeah, are they college kids and they do that? But it is cool to be great and want to be great in everything you do. And that's rare. That's a rare breed. And I think she's a player that comes along every 10 years, 15 years. And this is not a player that was #1 in her class coming out of high school. She was like a top 30 kid. And she has continued to work and elevate her game every single year into something better. And she's having an amazing year, and I'm just so happy for her. I couldn't be happier for her.
What's it going to take to get Arizona to have the kind of success that maybe a UConn or even a Tennessee has had traditionally? I know besides players, what else has to happen outside of that?
The culture. Culture is the most important thing, and sustaining success and building a winning culture. To have a winning team, you have to have players that, like for now, with where the program is, I'm not selling, we're going to the Pac12 championships, and that's just not what I'm able to sell, or we're a top 10 team. So what I am recruiting kids that want to be great, kind of why I came here. Everybody said I couldn't play post player in college, and I did it. And everybody said I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. And I was like, oh, really? I can. That's how Kelsey's mentality is. And finding those kids that want to come here and build it and see the vision, see the future, and want to be a part of something special and want to do it with us. And those are the kids we're recruiting that have that will and that commitment to wanting to be great in everything they do. Those are the kind of kids we're recruiting. And then when you get those kids and that culture gets great, then it attracts the other kids. Then you see improvement, because when you have that culture, you don't need five-star kids. You need a couple. You need you need that 3-star that you can build to a 4-star kid, and then you need a couple of great kids that will take their role. You need a kid on the bench that doesn't care about if they play or not, but they're just going to cheer. They're happy to be here. They want to work hard every day. So when you put those pieces together, you can have a great team. Because the great teams I've been on, they haven't been the teams with everybody in All-Star, because there's not enough balls on teams I've been on like that. But it's when, like me, for example, I was the ultimate role player. I went from college being a good player to the pros not being a star. But I would have done anything. If my coach said, you go there and you like pull her shirt and foul her, hold her the whole game, but just don't let her score, I would have done it. I was willing to do whatever it takes. If they said don't take a shot, I would have said okay. I mean, maybe I would have been, my feelings hurt a little bit, but I would have done it. So there's just, you find those kind of glue players that will do whatever it takes and that accept their roles, and then you build a great team. And Washington has that. Kelsey Plum's going to get the shots, and she should. And if I was a coach, I would probably draw most of the plays for her. Chantel is going to get the rebound. She's going to score. She's an integral part of what they do. But then you have all the other pieces. You have Romeo, shoots her shot. Can Romeo do more? Yeah, but that's her role on the team. People accept their roles, and that's what makes them so dangerous and deadly. And that's hard. That's hard to build, but you have to have a plan, and you got to start. And I think this year it started. I think that we've changed a lot. We've changed. I think we've changed the look of Arizona women's basketball. I think we've made the fans see something different. I think that we brought some more excitement back, and with that, there will come success. When you do things the right way, success comes. It's not going to take a year. It's going to take time. I mean, and people always remind me it's a marathon, not a sprint, and that's hard. But you get those right kids, I think you'll start to see it. You'll see the potential next year, and then when you have a good group of kids, they recruit for you. They help. They bring other kids. Other kids want to be around them. It's a great group, and that's what we're doing. We're not taking kids that aren't about that and don't see that and don't want to be great.
Out of the freshmen coming in, who has the biggest chance to make the biggest difference?
They're so different, different ways. So I can't say who's coming because they're signed. Marley Kyle's from Chicago. She's a great point guard. She's a scoring point guard. She's a freshman. She's going to be a freshman, but she's going to give us that scoring punch. She can play the 1-2. I think she's going to really help us and surprise a lot of people. I mean, Mallory Vaughn inside is a really skilled big girl. She can also hit the high post. She can go inside and out. I think she's going to help us a lot with size. Kiana has great length. She has great length and athleticism. I think she could guard Pac12 post players. You know, Sam Thomas is a winner. I don't know if you guys saw, but she won 4 state championships. And that's in 2 different places, 2 in Michigan, 2 in Las Vegas, and it's pretty amazing. She is a winner coming from that winning culture. She does whatever it takes and really unselfish, can play the 3, the 4 different spots, can shoot the ball. Really special, and these are special kids off the court too. I mean, Mallory's one of the top in her class. So they're all really good. Then we have Sam Fatkin from Washington, great shooter. She can play the 2, she can play the 1, a really good passer, knows the game, loves the game. I mean, they're all really exciting, all 5. I'm excited about all of them in different ways, and they all fit a need that we don't have. So I think we'll probably add 1 or 2 more to the mix, and hopefully. And then I think it'll be a really good class.
Last question here.
Coach, potentially it looks like maybe another matchup with ASU in the first round against Charlie.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. What do you know? Obviously, you don't have to keep the girls up to play, state rival. But what's your message going to be this week? I guess going into the first round.
Well, we got to be able to take care of basketball. So we have to value each possession and be on balance more and be tough. I mean, we know the Pac12 tournament, it is just like the NCAA tournament. It's one and done. You got to go out and you just got to play. But anything can happen. I think that we don't feel good about how we played the second game against ASU, and I mean we can also be tough and physical too. So it's going to be, we got to be physical. We got to take care of the ball and just continue to do what we do. I know we're really good in transition and we run well. So we have to just do what we do and one game at a time.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Are you good? Do you have something else?
Good.
How are you guys? You
I'll
guys
take
going
it
to
from
the?
Michelle.
Oh yeah.
Back with Bill.
Okay. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for everything you guys have done for us this year. I appreciate it. If you need